Okay, here we go. Thank you both for helping me out today. This is not a counseling session or a marriage therapy. This is simply a class assignment where I practice my skills using emotionally focused couple therapy. There are no right answers or wrong answers. I won't ask you to discuss anything you aren't comfortable in sharing. We'll simply talk about how you work together as a couple through your everyday challenges. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Very good. So let's get started. Tell me a little bit about yourself. How long have you been married?
So we've been married for going on 14 years when March comes around. Is that right?
Mhm.
So it'll be 14 years. We met in high school, technically junior high, because I used to pull her hair. But we met. I met Sarah. When I saw her across a field trip one time in high school, and we've been dating ever since.
Oh, that's lovely.
And we got married so many years ago. Like, yeah.
Okay, well,
How you meet me? I'm sorry, you asking questions.
okay. And what, th- th- and I appreciate you sharing that with me. What do you appreciate most about your relationship? And I want to hear from both of you.
Um, so what I appreciate the most is um the way he carries himself for the family and for our relationship. Um, Sometimes it can be a high standard, being a husband and a father and things like that. And so I appreciate the way that he does carry himself in that sense for us and not just for himself.
And James?
I appreciate how she adapts to change. Because being in education, things change, and me being in administration, so she does well adapting to change, and she always put family above herself. Although she did take care of herself, but she put family above herself, and so I appreciate that she look out for others.
Okay. Now, James, I understand you're a minister. And ministers often uh, are asked a lot emotionally. What has been one of the biggest challenges balancing ministry and marriage?
Oh, you asking some good questions. Um, well, a balance really is having a wife that understands and that is also saved. Because if she wasn't saved, she wouldn't understand the quiet moments or the moments I have to go be by myself to either talk with the Lord or intercede on someone else's behalf. So, the, really, the balance is having someone that understands um, and accept that if I have to go um, do something by myself, she knows what that means.
Sounds like you have a lot of responsibility in carrying other people's burden. How does that feel?
I believe the Lord has prepared me to have a connection and a concern for the people. I've always been able to kind of balance or manage my time well. I'm a last minute person, but I can manage time pretty decent. Sometimes it's a struggle at home to adjusting with the children and things the wife got going on at school, but it works out once we get a um, decent schedule.
And Sarah, what is that like for you to watch him go through that?
It's hard. And I guess mostly because, like he said, I have a concern for people as well. And so my heart always goes out to people who struggle, even if I'm struggling myself. Um, so for me to see that it is difficult.
I understand. So, James, would you say that you just keep, as you're dealing with these, and of course your faith seems very strong, would you say that you just keep going, um, doing what you feel that God has put in your heart to do?
Yes, I keep going, and I can sense and see if there's a struggle at home, if I'm, not around as much, and it seems to be issue at home because I always God first, but you still got to take care of your family.
Oh, absolutely. And let me ask you this: do you ever feel alone carrying these responsibilities?
Oh
That you
no,
may not be able to share them with your wife. Of course, you're sharing them with God, but do you ever feel that you're in the middle, that you're not able to do that?
it just depends on the day.
Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Um, Let me ask you this: what do you need most from Sarah during this time? If you could pick
Yeah,
one thing, what do you need from her most to help you get through that moment?
but she does great at what she does. I know she understands, and she does support, but for the most part, just understanding and support. And like I said, she does that well. Um, I don't know what else.
Right.
Just to tell me that I look great doing it.
Well, you know what? I think that's a wonderful thing to say. Let me ask you this:
Uh,
would you be willing to tell her directly? Because we're looking at each other. Would you be willing to look at her and share what you just shared with me?
what did I share with you? Miss Williams, Sarah Williams. Because I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm going to be sharing with you. Listen, I need your understanding and support. You do a great job with understanding the things that I am doing and supporting me in these times as administrator and as a minister pastor. Um, but every now and then, when you see me walking past you in the house, just say, "Oh, baby, you looks good in that tight shirt." That's all I need, so I can smile.
I love your humor. I really do. But let me ask you this, Sarah. When you hear that, what happens to you? What happens? What do you feel when he says that? Aside from the humor, what do you feel?
Um, well, like he just said, I smiled. Um, that's understandable. Um, and that's actually, I don't know if he remember, but that's actually part of his love language is communication. He likes information. And so that's understandable for him to say that because that is how he communicates.
Okay. Well, let me ask you now, Sarah. When life becomes overwhelming for you, what do you need most from James?
Mm.
Keep it PG.
um, I really, I that is a good question. Most of the time, most of the time, I guess it's just support. But then at the same time, the way I handle things, I like to do it on my own. So that's a good question.
Well, you're telling me that. Now I want you to look at him and tell him what you need most for him because the connection that you two have, which I think is very strong. I think by you looking at him as you had him to look at you, tell him what you need most from him when you reach that point.
James,
And then,
I would, when life gets hard, what benefits me most is support. I'm not exactly sure what kind of support due to which activities are being taken place. I would like your support.
I got you.
Okay. I've heard two people who really care deeply for each other. That's what I've sensed here, um, and who's willing to carry the responsibilities together. You use a lot of humor in your marriage. You are at that point where you marry, where a lot of people sort of get in a mundane sense of caring and don't quite know where to go from here. But you both seem to have your purpose in place, your children in place, and you work together and you listen together. I would like to ask you at this point, ministry often involves carrying the emotional needs of many people. I'm interested in how the two of you protect your own relationship while you're serving others.
Um, really, just talking, communicating. Supposed to be doing date nights, but we get around to that when we can. Um, but 9 times out of 10, how we protect is just talking, whether it's talking on the go
Okay.
or when the children go to bed, have a conversation, or right when we get in, have a quick 5, 6, 7 minute conversation about how the day was. We don't talk as often throughout the day just because our duties have kind of changed a little bit, so it's hard. But after school or like on our way home, just really talking is more than anything.
Okay. And James, your thoughts on that question?
What's the question?
Well, as a minister, you often carry the emotional needs of many people. And I asked Amanda, I'm interested in how the two of you protect your own relationship while serving others.
Oh, well, Sarah. Well, as you stated, we're trying to do family time and date night. Now, I gotten better with because I'm used to coming in, cutting the TV on, and I bypass everybody. But I, well, I have, but I've gotten better with just coming in and trying to put my stuff down. Don't answer my phone. If they get to text me, calling, just if she in the kitchen working, sometimes she don't want to stop because she's on a mission to serve the babies. Just to have a conversation how your day went, is what happened today, and um, and just try to communicate until she gets busy taking care of them. Then I go sit in my chair.
Okay. Okay.
She
So,
laughing, that ain't funny.
No, I was
Yeah.
yawning.
well, I have another question for you, and we're coming to a close. How has your faith helped the two of you remain emotionally connected during changing and challenging seasons?
That is a good question.
Her
Um,
faith seems like it's stronger than mine, um, but mine is a secretly stronger faith, sort of. speak, because I might not look like that, either I care or don't seem like that I do a lot of things as far as caring or reading the word or praying, but I do. Sometimes I just don't show it as often, but she is going to show it. You'll see it in her. You see it in my daily walk too, but she gonna show it. She gonna outwardly do, and I'm gonna secretly do. If that makes sense.
Okay.
She
Well,
gonna walk through the house praying and singing. I'm gonna go run down the road praying and singing, because I like to do it. Just me and him. That makes sense.
yeah, she actually loved the Lord out loud. That's what they call it. She's actually expressing her love and her faith out loud. Where you are, you're quiet, but your faith is strong, and you worship the Lord in your peace. She has her way of doing it. You have your way of doing it, and that's okay. You know, therapy calls that the pursuer and the withdrawer, and Sarah is certainly the pursuer, and you're the withdrawer, and that's what makes this marriage. I see what makes this marriage a good marriage. No marriage is perfect, but you tend to have the qualities, um, and actually helping each other, making each other laugh, to be able to bring yourself together and work things out and talk things through. Um, what that does is help integrate faith naturally without, making it a chore. It's a natural thing for the two of you and not a chore. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, one last question, and then I'm gonna let you go because we're almost at our 20-minute mark. At this moment, because we're getting ready to close things down, what do you need most from each other at this moment right now? We've gone through the practice session here. What do you need most? Since we've talked about emotions, and we've talked about communication, and what do you, out of all this, what do you need most?
Well, I can answer her question.
Sure. If she don't mind now, because I know that she can verbally speak. Now you ask
Yeah,
her
so,
that. No, I'm gonna change. You ask her if you can answer a question.
oh, damn, we cooking that up. So what do you need most from me in times like these?
I thought she said that you asked me if you can answer my question.
Well, can I answer your question?
Yes.
What she wants from me is me, my time, my undivided attention, no distractions, no TV, no electronic device, just me and her. Not even just a normal movie night, just me and her and no distractions. Whether it's a game of dominoes or cards, because then she has my undivided attention. So she wants all of my attention and nobody else to have it. No children, no animals, no phone, no water leaking, just me and her.
And can you do that for her?
Will I?
Could
Once
you?
a year, yeah. I will.
Okay. And now, Amanda, are you going to answer his question for him, or did he sufficely answer your response? Did he do that for you?
He did.
Very good.
I've been pissing about that. So yep, he did.
Okay.
For the past 14 years.
So now you're going to tell him about yourself. So,
I'll tell him about me or answer
well, I
his
mean,
question.
he just answered. Well, well, we're gonna do the
Okay.
opposite. Answer his question. What do you think he needs mostly from you?
I think he mostly, because I know what his love language is. I think he wants me to go off of his love language. words of affirmation, and to also um, well, the telling the part of how proud I am and things of that nature for him goes along with the words of affirmation. But to just show and let him know um, that he is respected and that he is loved and that he is appreciated.
Did she get that right, James?
She did. How proud of her. You give her a sticker.
Hi.
You ain't anything funny?
High five.
Well, with that, we're going.
Well,
I won't give her a sticker with a smiley face.
I think it's just the fact that we know each other for real, for real. We just have to walk in what we know.
Very
So the
good.
fact that I know him and he knows me, yeah. So I gave him a high five.
Well,
Good job.
you all, well, let me say this. Continue what you are doing. There's always improvement, and I hope that even though this was not um, a official session, nor was it marriage counseling, that you got something from it. It's always good to kind of talk things through and just kind of see where you are. They say to measure the temperature of where things are. And I'm not going to take any more of your time. I do sincerely appreciate you all doing this for me. It really, really means a lot. So I'm going to sign off and say good night. And God's willing, you guys will have a wonderful evening and bless you all throughout the week. Okay? All right.
Thank
Well,
you.
thank you.